Keep talking, we're not ready yet. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, good morning and welcome to the final assembly for Year 12 2020. My name is Andrew Morton. I'll be Master of Ceremonies today. Can we now please stand for the arrival of the official party? Today we welcome our Principal, Mr. Seb Spina, Year 12 Leader, Mr. James Sullivan, Year 12 Leaders, Salvatore Aloisi, Molly Dale, Leah Dorr, Katie Doyle, Abby Favell, Bryn Francis, Laura Ionelli, Chinadu Ihuarulam, Laura Johnston, Josh Thomas, Archie Trigg, Imogen Wilkes-Bowes. We also welcome staff and the school communities, and parents, most of all, who will be watching on live stream. I take the opportunity to thank John Silvestro for providing the live stream today, and Mel Silvestro and Mr. Elise North for all the work they do in setting up here. I will now call on Darian Corzin for the acknowledgement of country.
We acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of the land of the Wiradjuri people. We pay our respects to them and the care of their land. We acknowledge all Wiradjuri people, both past and present.
Thank you, Darian. Please remain standing now for the national anthem that will be sung by Bella Furman. Year 9 student at St. Francis.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you, Bella. If we can now all be seated. As we commence this morning's Year 12 final assembly and prize giving, I will now ask Katie Doyle and Luke Fumara to lead us in the opening prayer.
And so we begin, as we always do, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Firstly, I would now like to share with you some words from Pope Francis from his address at the recent Interfaith Youth Gathering at Mozambique, as these words resonate with us as we graduate from St. Francis today. God spoke to Abraham, "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you." These words are now also addressed to you. They are words of a father who invites you to go, to set out towards a future which is unknown, but one which will surely lead to fulfillment. A future towards which he himself accompanies you. I invite you to hear God's voice resounding in your heart through the breath of the Holy Spirit.
Loving God, we thank you for all of us who graduate from St. Francis today. You have blessed us during our years in school with wisdom, friendships, and skills. You continue to challenge us to make this world a better place because of our education. Help us to look forward to the next steps in our lives, continuing with our education or entering the work world. Give us faith and a sense of purpose in these next steps. Show us how to serve others in effective ways. We ask that you raise up greatness in our lives, greatness in our generation, with a willingness to stand strong and true, passionate for you, believing that you have designed us for purpose and good works. We ask this in your name. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Katie and Luke. I think at the start of the ceremony, I forgot to welcome Year 12, so welcome to Year 12 on this very important day for you. We'll now have the Year 12 donation. So Chinadu Ihairulam will now make a presentation to Mr. Spina, who is representing the Maris brothers. This donation is money raised by Year 12 for the Maris brothers teaching scholarship.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Year 12s, I'd just like to offer this donation to Mr. Spina and to the St. Francis College. Thank you.
Thank you, Chinadu and Year 12. Friends of St. Francis would know that this has become a long-standing tradition for Year 12 to support the Friends of Luro, who in turn support tertiary education in Timor-Leste. This cheque will actually provide the opportunity for training for so many people that will do such good work. The Maris Brothers are a worldwide organisation who founded St. Francis College back in 1956, and we have strong links with the Maris Brothers still. So I want to thank Year 12, Mr Sullivan, and on behalf of Friends of Luro Leeton, and particularly Mr and Mrs McPhee, who are very active in that role, thank you again, Year 12.
I will now ask the leaders to vacate the stage, and there'll be a musical item, 10 Words by Xavier Cadoran. Thanks, David. That was outstanding. We now have our special awards presentation. So those recipients that are receiving award now, can you line up to my right, your left, to receive your awards? You'll notice as part of our COVID safety plan, Students will hand sanitize before they shake hands, and then they'll hand sanitize after they shake hands. These special awards are the Principal's Outstanding Academic Achievement Certificate and the Year 12 Subject Academic Excellence Certificate. The Principal's Outstanding Academic Achievement, these are calculated by combining the marks and ranks of all students in all subjects. This year, 5 students have received a High Academic Achievers Award. The Subject Academic Excellence Certificates are given to the students ranked first in their HSC course. In regards to the Ducks of St. Francis, this will not be known until after the ATARs are released in December. Mr. James Sullivan will present these awards. We ask that you applaud each student as their name is read. First award goes to Salvatore Aloisi, Principal's Outstanding Academic Achievement, first in biology, first in chemistry, first in physics. Kate Balaz, first in geography, first in vet hospitality. Shakaya Burns, first in legal studies. Xavier Cadoran, first in Music 1. Molly Cattle, first in Exploring Early Childhood. Nathan Sissia, first in Business Studies. Luke Fumara, Principal's Outstanding Academic Achievement, first in Mathematics Extension 1. Gabrielle Forrest, first in Agriculture, first in Studies of Religion 1. Luke Foster, first in Work Studies. Jim Griffin, first in Design and Technology. Harrison Grantle, first in Sport, Lifestyle and Recreation. Chinadu Ihuarulam, Principal's Outstanding Academic Achievement, first in English Advanced and first in Studies of Religion 2. Laura Johnston, first in Drama, first in Mathematics Standard 2. Savannah Lloyd, first in Mathematics Standard 1. Christian Makovic, first in Agricultural Life Skills. Ali Milne, first in Studies in Catholic Thought, first in Industrial Technology, Multimedia Life Skills, first in Mathematics Life Skills and Visual Arts Life Skills. Hannah O'Dwyer, first in Visual Arts. Nikita Piramali, first in English Studies. Julia Rizzo, first in Community and Family Studies. Mia Stockwell, first in Industrial Technology. Mark Tyson, Principal's Outstanding Academic Achievement, first in English Standard and Mathematics Advanced. Shelby Van Buren, first in Vet Business Services Admin. Julian Werner, first in vet construction. Imogen Wilkes-Bowes, Principals, Outstanding Academic Achievement, first in Personal Development, Health and Physical Education. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan, and congratulations to all those award winners. I'll now call upon Mr. Spina to present the next special presentation of awards. First of all, we have Senior Custom Music Award. This award is given to a talented musician, both in theory and performance, and that goes to Xavier Codoran. Ruben F. Scarf Award. The Ruben F. Scarf Award for commitment is offered to every school in New South Wales. Ruben F. Scarf believe that young people who are persistent and dedicated are the ones who ultimately reach their goals. A little recognition and help can be the magic that builds the confidence necessary for them to start on their way upwards. This award is given for consistent effort and desire to improve. 2020 recipient is Mia Stockwell. Another round there. Okay, Caltex All-Rounder Award. Caltex All-Rounder is another prestigious award given in all schools across Australia. It recognises a student that achieves across a variety of disciplines. Academic, achieves scholastically across a range of subjects. Attitude, willing to help others, makes selfless contributions. Personal conduct is exemplary at all times. Leadership is a role model for others. Service, participates in school and community activities. Sport, represents the school. Arts, participates enthusiastically in cultural and artistic life of the school. The 2020 recipient is Abby Favell. Well done. Drama Excellence Award. This award is presented to a Year 12 student for outstanding achievement in drama. 2020 recipient is Alex Paisan. Well done, Alex. The Long Tan Award. The Australian Defence Force Long Tan Youth Leadership and Teamwork Award recognises students who demonstrate leadership and teamwork within both the school and the broader community, and who display strong values such as doing one's best, respect for others and mateship that are all integral to the Australian society. The establishment of the ADF Long Tan Youth Leadership and Team Awards is an important initiative by the Australian Government designed to encourage senior students, tomorrow's leaders, to actively participate in the life of their schools and local communities. The award is open to all schools across Australia, with students enrolled in Year 10 and 12. The recipient of this award will also receive a significant financial prize of $550. This year, the award goes to Molly Dale. Well, Molly. Technology and Applied Studies Excellence Award. This award is presented to a Year 12 student for their technical excellence. This year, that award goes to Mia Stockwell. Well, mate. Lily Pilly Vet Hospitality Award, awarded for application, achievement and commitment to hospitality. This year's recipient is Stacey Cameron. Stace. Senior Visual Art Award. This award is given for excellence in art practice and diligence in critical and art historical studies. The award goes to Hannah O'Dwyer. The Leeton Lenwade Pharmacy Science Award, now officially known as the Leeton Discount Chemist Award. This award is presented to a student who shows outstanding effort and commitment in the area of science. The recipient for 2020 is Salvatore Aloisi. Well done. Mrs. Helen Dalton, MP, Member for Murray Award. This is the first time award from Mrs. Dalton, and it is given to a Year 12 student to acknowledge the achievement of their hard work and dedication to their own studies. The award goes to Nathan Sissia. Here he goes. The Jess Murphy Memorial Award. The Jess Murphy Memorial Award is in loving memory of 2015 Year 12 student Jess Murphy, who passed away in a road accident on the 12th of April 2016. Jess was a popular member of the college community, well known for her cheerful personality and eagerness to help others. Jess is remembered as a talented athlete in many sports ranging from rugby union to athletics. Jess also made many contributions to the St.Francis community, including charity work, and just often undertook leadership roles in the college functions. Her passionate zest for life, cooking, water skiing, and cats was evident to all who knew her. Jess always sought to do her very best in both the classroom and on the sporting field. It was this fierce determination that made her a role model to her peers. The award is presented to a current Year 12 female boarding student who displays conscientious approach to study and sport while also demonstrating compassion, selflessness, and a willingness to participate in school activities. 2020 recipient is Abby Favell. Mr. Speaker will now introduce the Mary McKillop Shield.
I'm not sure if Mrs. Vant is in the hall. Here she is. Please welcome St. Clair to the stage, please. The McKillop Shield winner from last year. Come forward, Claire. I've asked Claire to come. Claire was the recipient last year for her amazing work in fundraising, initiating our sleepover for homeless people. There's some significant people that have won this Mary McKillop Award. I really love this award, primarily for what it stands for. I'm hoping that as Year 12 graduate, they will take the spirit of Mary McKillop with them never see a need without doing something about it. Mary MacKillop didn't walk past things and just leave them be. She actually gave great strength and made a difference. And I figure that the person or people that receive this award deserve to have their name on our honour board forever. And when it came to this year, this such a different year, my mind kept going back to 3 Year 12 students who give incredible Catholic witness, who help those in need, and who deserve to have their name on this shield and to be recipients of the Mary MacKillop Award. So this year in 2020, the recipients are Salvatore Aloisi, Chinadu Indaram and Luke Fiumara. Could you all come forward, please?
Congratulations, boys, and thank you to Ms. Bant for handing that over. We now have another musical item, so the leaders will vacate the stage. Take your chairs with you, please. The musical item is Little Talks, will be performed by Xavier Cadoran, Cross Carlo, Liam Gilbert, Ben Harlan, Jake Jewell, Tyler Wilson, and Violet Ray.
I don't like walking around this old and empty house.
So hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear.
The stairs creak as you sleep, it's keeping me awake.
It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
And some days I can't even dress myself.
It's killing me to see you this way.
'Cause oh, the truth may bury this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. There's this old voice in my head that's holding me back.
We'll tell her that I'll miss our little talks.
Soon it will be over and buried with our past.
We used to play outside when we were young and full of life and full of love.
Some days I don't know if I am wrong or right.
Your mind is playing tricks on you, my dear.
'Cause though the truth may bury this ship will carry our bodies ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. You're gone, gone, gone away. I watched you disappear. All that's left is the ghost of you. Now we're torn, torn, torn apart. There's nothing we can do. Just let me go, we'll meet again soon. Now wait, wait, wait for me. Please hang around. I'll see you when I fall asleep. Don't listen to a word I say. The screams all sound the same. So the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. Don't listen to a word I say. The screams all sound the same. So the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. So the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. As though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore.
Okay, another outstanding performance. We might give them another round of applause. It's very talented. The next part of our assembly is the thanks by our college captains, St.Francis, Laura Arnelli. I'm sure this will be very well prepared and possibly funny. See how they go. So you ready?
Good morning, staff, the Year 11 nominated leaders, the valued parents watching from home, and most importantly, the class of 2020. Welcome to our final Year 12 assembly. Firstly, we would like to thank the rest of the leadership team, to the boarding captains, Abby and Archie, and the 8 prefects, Leah, Josh, Molly, Salvo, Chinny, Katie, Laura, and Imogen. Although there wasn't much we could do this year, we are still so thankful for the continual support and roles you played throughout the year. Our amazing 4 PAC teachers, Mrs. Crease, Mr. Handsaker, Mr. Matthews, and Mrs. Lister. You have been with us every step of the way. Whether it was from the first day of Year 7 or the first day of Year 11, you have ridden this journey with us, supported us through our highs and lows, and are always there for a chat about our weekends or our stresses about school. We will be forever grateful for you. To all the teachers, not only those who taught us in Year 12, but those who guided us throughout our whole high school journey. We will never forget the special moments like Mr. Pettit's pink gorilla story he told in Year 7 and 8, and Mrs. Charles yelling at us to stay off the grass at the demountables. Without the help from our teachers, we could not achieve the best results we can.
We could never forget the hard work of our principal, Mr. Spina, as well as our dedicated APs, Mr. Morden and Mrs. Arnelli. We are very thankful for the effort you have put in to making our final year as good as it could be and continuing to support us throughout our high school journey. To the cleaners, for making the school spotless before we arrive each day, the maintenance team for the beautiful grounds, the boarding staff, the nurse, office ladies, librarians, canteen ladies, teachers' aides, lab assistants, and computer experts for making our school environment as best as it can be. A big thanks to our dedicated counsellors, Pete and Daryl. You always go above and beyond, whether it's just to have a simple chat or giving advice during times of hardship. For a lot of us, you've been a listening ear and a supporting friend, and we'll always admire both your works. To all of those in our year who are part of the committees for grad, the final video and the banner, your endless meetings and hard work that you've spent to ensure that our grad will be a night to remember, for our video to be epic, and for the banner to be perfect is very much appreciated. Finally, a very special thank you to all of the parents, carers, and guardians of the Year 12 students. Your diligent work and efforts to always bring out the best in us, as well as the ongoing encouragement and support towards our studies and well-being. You have been our rock throughout our lives, and we will forever be grateful.
Now to the class of 2020. Where do we start? Our first day of Year 7 back in 2015, fresh out of primary school where we ruled the roost, and now back to being the youngest in the pack. Nervous and small, we overcame the awkwardness of talking to the opposite gender and getting into our 12-year relationships, where we sat around the couple tables at recess and made small talk for a solid 20 minutes. It was during that year where it quickly became known that the class of 7E, starring Mitch Forbes and Sam Papasidero, was the worst to ever exist at St. Francis College. The endless chatter and rowdy behaviour always resulted in the teachers giving up and soon gave our year a shocking first impression. Forward track to the following year, the great Zumbo Nation, led by Connor and Cooper, was created. As idolised as he was, he became the Jesus to the Year 8 boys. We were off to Cozzy in Year 9. It was all fun and games trekking up the mountain, but little did we know the way back down would be the biggest challenge for Sam Bilardo. Sliding down an icy slope to a rocky bottom resulted in a broken hip, followed by Mrs. Lister screaming as she came down rushing as his saviour.
Both Year 9 and 10 were the year of egos for both Mrs. Vant and Mrs. Robertson's past class, going at it every week for bragging rights as to who was the dominant class. Both highly competitive classes, it soon became a rivalry, leading up to Robbo's class becoming the victorious underdog in a final game of basketball. It was in Year 10 as well that the Border boys were labelled as having a toxic culture and a pack mentality. It was during the infamous fumble game and the ongoing disraps between the days and borders where this was created. As maturity grew in our senior years, so did the trend of boys having long hair, rocked by Lukey Argus and Jack Willow, which caused great havoc among the teachers still to this day. The excursion held throughout the years are the moments we will always be cherished. The Ag students will never forget the time they were checking out Mrs. Ryan's fish farm, where Georgie Quaid fainted, falling straight in with the fish. Over the last 2 years, we witnessed many blonde moments spoken by the redhead, Eilish Morden. Some of her favourite comments being, "What's Obama's last name?" And "Are there different types of pigs for different spices of salami?" Although at these times we shake our heads, it's moments like those that we'll miss most. Talking about missed moments, the endless Zooms, Google Meets and Hangouts and the online learning would definitely take last place.
What a year we have had. Who would have thought that in our final year at high school, there would be a global pandemic where we would all have to learn from home? This was definitely a new experience for us all and one that was difficult to adjust to. However, we got through it and were able to return to school and be together again. Between the restrictions and the ongoing drought, our last year of school was definitely different to most, where we missed out on the retreat at Harrietville and the annual athletics carnival where Abby and Ryan were unable to outrun everyone for the final time. Although missing out was a common theme seen this year, we honestly believe that our banner quote, "It's not what stands in front of you, but who stands beside you," represents the strong bonds each of us shared that enabled us to overcome any challenges thrown at us, not only during this year, but the past 6 years. We will be forever grateful for the amazing lifelong friendships we have made and how the people at St. Francis College have helped us to shape us all to be who we are today. To all the Year 11 students that have been nominated for leadership roles in 2021, I'd first like to congratulate those that are elected, and I wish you all the best of luck in leading the school next year. As I said at Assembly, I know you will do the role good. Enjoy your final year together. It goes so fast. And as our banner shows, ensure that you strive for success and persevere through the challenges of Year 12 side by side.
To Mr. Sullivan, where do we begin? From day one, you were never just seen as a boarding coordinator to our group, but more of a friend. Someone we could always go to in times of need, advice, or just a simple chat about the weekend. Thank you for constantly dealing with all the drama within the girls in the junior school and the misbehaviour usually started by the border boys. You continue to put our needs before yourself and always go above and beyond to ensure that we always have a smile on our face. This was seen by your lack of coordination and poor talent when diving into the pool during our final Year 12 lap, which resulted in a bloody nose and lip. I've never been so surprised to see someone so happy from the laughter that was brought upon his year group while being in so much pain from the lane rope. Another one of your poor talents that we discovered in Year 10 was your attempt at singing Mr. Brightside, which soon became our year group song. Funny enough, this was the song playing while you nose-dived into the lane rope instead of the water. Sully, we wish you all the best in the future, with not only the upcoming ratty Year 7s that surely won't be as good as us, but as a father as well. We know you'll be a great dad. We know that being the sook you are, you most definitely will shed tears today due to the thought that your first kids will be continuing their journey. But just remember, they will never be forgotten, and that the last 6 years spent with you will be forever cherished. To the class of 2020, please stand with Laura and I as we thank Mr. Sullivan for his ongoing efforts and outstanding role with an applaud.
Right now, as we look out into the faces of our year group, I can truly say that our time together, Year 12, has been full of so many special moments, as well as challenges that we have conquered together, and that in our parting days, the time we spend together is even more important. Thank you everyone for being here today, and to those who are watching on the live stream. And as we go forth, remember what Luke Argus always reminds us: if it is to be, it's up to me. Thank you.
That was great, Bryn and Laura. I didn't realise Mr. Sullivan was such a talented athlete for a maths teacher, but anyway, Sully, well done. Okay, that leads into our next award, which I'm going to call on Luke Fumara to come up and present. And Luke will talk about the award, but the significance of this award is voted by the peers, so it's a very important award, as are the others, but this one is your peers.
This award was set up by the Year 12 of 2008 and is an open vote for all Year 12 students. All Year 12 students voted 3, 2 and 1 for the 3 students which they believe best fitted the following criteria: commitment to studies whilst encouraging and assisting other students to enjoy their learning, service to their school community, enhance the quality of student experience, acts as a role model, and it exerts their positive influence on students and staff, provides inspiration and support to all, and generally good to be around, and the ultimate team player. Votes were counted by the leadership group, and the student who receives the most votes is honoured as this year's Players Player. I believe this student has really been a great inspiration to me. He's helped me through all the this year and past high school, and I would like to present this award to Salvatore Aloisi.
bit impromptu speech, but just want to thank you all. My time here at St. Francis has just been so great because you've all given me the opportunity to do my best, and I feel like by helping you, you guys have helped me a lot in return. So thank you all.
I will now call on Mr. Spina to announce the House Champion for 2020.
Thanks, Mr. Morton. Members of the college community would be aware that our House Championship is calculated over a number of different events, including the major 3 sporting carnivals, swimming, athletics, cross country. Of course, in this last 12 months, that's been limited just to our swimming carnival, but we also incorporate fundraising efforts term 4 with the new leaders, new Year 12, last year in term 4, and then Project Compassion collections this year. And 10 points are allocated for the house that tops each of those categories, 8, 6 and 4 right through. So this has been audited by the office staff because it's very important we get this right. I'm sure there's going to be a scream from the pastoral teacher at the back of the hall. The winning house is Champagne House. Congratulations, Mrs. Crease. Do we have any Champagne students on our leadership team?
Wow, well done, Champagne. I think as a Tennyson person, I might just congratulate Tennyson on the swimming carnival as well. That was outstanding. Well done to them. We'll now have Mr. Spina. He'll come back to the mic for the principal's address.
Thanks very much, Mr. Morton. Year 12, parents and people watching on the live stream, which includes our students and staff and families. I would like to begin by also acknowledging the traditional owners on which we gather on this land, the Aboriginal people, past, present and emerging. It's always a great privilege to address you today as principal of this fine school and play some small role in acknowledging and congratulating this extraordinary group of men and women, the graduating class of St. Francis College 2020. And let me begin by saying I love your theme. It's not what stands in front of you, but it's who stands beside you. Year 12, this makes me believe that you have recognised the importance of positive relationships, of care and of mateship. I'm sure everybody watching and listening will recognise that sitting before me, in front of me and on the stage, are young people who have striven to improve themselves. And for the most part, they've done that together. They are determined, strong-willed and resilient. They are St. Francis people. They don't give up. They are people who have attempted to overcome some incredibly difficult circumstances and obstacles, some of which remain, but they've shown courage and perseverance and an unflinching sense of team. So Year 12, I challenge you today to be true to yourself every day, to be selfless, to be humble, and to be collegial, to consider others always. Don't be selfish. Don't expect others to do what you can't do or you're not willing to do. Live a life of truth and have the faith to know that you have every opportunity for success. You'll be okay, Year 12, because I would contend you've been well taught and well prepared for the future. Your families love you. your friends are there for you, and your God loves you unconditionally. I really want to thank Year 12 for setting the challenge for the other students in the school. This banner will remain above the stage until this time next year. And you know and I know there is far greater power in you making this statement than anything we as teachers can say. Today there are 88 graduating Year 12 students, many of whom have joined this cohort since the beginning of Year 7. Many others have come and gone over the years, and it would be likely that there are around 140 students that have been part of this year group at some point over the last 6 years. We remember and acknowledge all those people who've been part of this class. Like Laura and Bryn, I would also like to acknowledge the many members of staff who have fashioned and formed these young people, particularly my colleagues, all 118 of them on the staff presently, both teaching and non-teaching. And of course, there have been literally hundreds of teachers who've assisted these graduates since preschool and through infants, primary and high school. To all the staff who have cared for many of these students over the years, who have taught, coached, tutored, nursed, consoled, transported, fed, cleaned up after and mentored. You've done a great job. Huge thanks to parents and families for entering into this educational exercise with an open mind and a warm heart. We appreciate greatly your support of the college. I'm bitterly disappointed that the COVID restrictions have denied your attendance here in person, but I would like to particularly acknowledge those families whose long association of the college is closing with the youngest sibling graduating this year. And I too would like to acknowledge Mr. James Sullivan, highly respected teacher, year leader. James has displayed a great sense of justice, understanding, tolerance, compassion in dealing with many issues as they arise on a daily basis. James, I would like to think, displays himself as a product of the college as a former student. James, you've done an outstanding job. And again, congratulations, James. Bryn, Laura I, Archie, Abby, Salvo, Molly, Leah, Katie, Chinadu, Laura J, Josh, Imogen. You've been outstanding college leaders, and I've appreciated the manner with which you've expressed student opinion. You've always worked together for the collective benefit of the college, full of happiness, prosperity, good health and laughter. Set your goals high and go for it. Be a great friend. As a human being, accept that you'll feel vulnerable at times and exposed. And humility might be your greatest strength. Be assertive, but never aggressive. Be flexible, accommodating, and open to new learning. And don't let your new normal simply be defined by social distancing and infection rates and self-isolation protocols. Rather, make this your new normal. Wherever you go, create calm. Be calm. Calmness fosters resilience, hope, and belief in a better outcome. Find the good and be kind. Something within us changes when we help someone else in need. Children build empathy and compassion when helping others. That counters stress and anxiety. It is vital that teachers and parents model and reinforce this and promote a we instead of I culture. At school and at home. It is during times of adversity where we redirect the focus to love and gratitude and hope and in encouraging others. That's really crucial. Students and families, thank you for choosing St. Francis College. May the Lord continue to watch over you and keep you safely in the palm of his hand. Good luck, Year 12. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Spina. I will now ask Mr. James Sullivan, our Year 12 leader, to give his address.
Good morning, Mr. Spina, Mrs. Ionelli, Mr. Morton, staff, parents and friends watching the stream, and of course, Year 12. All done. You've made it. For most of you, 6 years, 5,750 lessons, give or take a few. 5,750 lessons of laughter, challenges, accomplishments, arguments, friendships, tears, stress, fun, resilience, growth. I'm grateful that I've been your leader, your year leader from term 2 of Year 7. And I've been able to ride the mentioned feelings, plus many more through this time. You've done it together. It's not only you before me now, but many more students that have been a part of our year group, 161 to be exact. Rand Arcior, Emma Butler, Emma Chambers, Harry Locke, Alicia Curry, Macy Haim, Joel McRae, Will Rivero, and of course Alex Vugan are just a few students who are part of our cohort. Been lucky enough to pick up some, such as Jess, Alec, Molly, Emrit, Chinadu, Sophie, and Jake more recently. Through your time, you've experienced a variety of different subjects, being taught by a number of different teachers, enjoyed the swimming carnivals, climbed Mount Kosciuszko, sung songs with Chris Doyle, and experienced what Sydney has to offer. Being a first-time year leader, there are a few things that I've learned along the way that I hope will hold me in better stead for the next year group. Always take a box of tissues if you need to have a meeting to sort something out with a year group of 7, 8 or 9 girls. Not having sisters and not understanding the mind of an early adolescent female was a clear disadvantage for me. I'd go into some of those meetings not really understanding what the problem was, trying to work it out during the meeting, and still not knowing what it was after. All I know that there were tears and tissues were a must. That I'll be telling the Border Boys the same things in Year 7 as I do in Year 12. Don't be sheep. Act your age. If you think it might be wrong, don't do it. Grow up. I might have to try a different tactic for next year's Border Boys, I think. Make sure that on the Year 9 excursion, you tell the students not to slide down the mountain in the snow, as rocks can come out of nowhere. Can't they, Sam? Maybe choose a movie on the Year 9 excursion that's a bit happier, a bit more uplifting. In saying this, I know you enjoyed it, something you always remember, as proven by your chosen quote, which is brilliant and typifies this year group. In Year 7, the boys just hang with the boys and the girls. But by Year 9, bang, there's little relationships happening everywhere. Remind the Year 8 girls in 2 years' time that the boys are bad news and they shouldn't have a boyfriend until they're at least 21. When it's the next year's group's final swimming carnival, have a better plan on how to enter the water. There are plenty of options. Dive in from the deep end. Pin drop. Safely step in. Wade in. Or maybe don't go in at all. Save yourself the embarrassment of having to be glued up in the first aid tent. That being a year leader can be hard work, but the positives far outweigh the negatives. If I'm ever tearing my hair out over the next few years, remember this year group and remember the satisfaction of how far they've come, their accomplishments that they ticked off along the way, and how lucky you were to be a part of that. There aren't many things I'd miss about this year group. A few things that spring to mind are just the normal things like uniform, hair, etc. I definitely won't miss Scabio Marty treading on the back of my shoes every day. I won't miss you guys asking me if I'm going to cry during our final assembly. For the parents back home, this is the number question I've been asked this year. Not can you be my referee, or are you going to miss us, but are you going to cry at our final assembly? I've been there to shed the odd tear in front of these guys, and I was paying $3.20 on sports bet this morning to have a few waterworks. So far, so good. I'll miss the talents on show, whether that is the arts. Talking about art, how good's our banner? Well done to Hannah, Eliza, Ali, Molly, Shakai, and all other helpers. It looks brilliant. Technologies. Talking about technologies. Well done to Sarah Rowe and her helpers for all the hard work and anticipation for your video. I'm really looking forward to watching it. And of course, the sporting talents. I'll miss seeing all the skills you displayed on a regular basis. I'll miss the excursions, the retreats, the sporting trips away, and our common room lunches. However, the thing I miss the most is seeing you guys every day, just saying hi. Eliza, this includes our 5 g'days a day, and just having a chat. This isn't about me, but there are a few people I'd like to thank. To Seb, Tanetta, Andrew, and the other APs I've worked with over the years, thanks for your support. Thanks to my fellow year leaders. You've all been great role models and always there to help in any way. I couldn't ask to work with a better group. I'd also like to thank Brenda King. Initially, when the year leader role came up, I thought it was too soon to apply for a role in the school I just started in. Thanks, Brenda, for coming to see me, encouraging me to apply, and giving me the job to look after this great year group. Would have been a very different 6 years if I didn't put that application in. Thanks to Mrs. Kim Robertson, who did a great job with this year group in the preparation stage and start of year 7. Thanks for giving me a great platform to come in and take over. Thanks to the teachers. Thanks to all the teachers that have supported the year group and myself over the 6 years. Without you, these students simply wouldn't have been able to reach the heights they have. Thanks to all the PAC teachers, particularly Mr. Handsaker, Mrs. Crease, Mr. Matthews, and Mrs. Lister, who have provided incredible support over the last 2 years. Thanks to the parents. Unfortunately, you can't be here today. However, you have been incredible support to your sons, daughters, and me. I've had a great relationship with you, and you are the main reason these students have turned out the way they have and are able to graduate with flying colours today. And finally to Year 12, thanks for the past 6 years. As I said at retreat, you have been a massive part of my life, and I hope this can continue. Thanks for the fun, the support, the enjoyment. There have been some challenges, no more bigger than this year, but you've always tackled it head on and you've looked for the positives in life. I encourage you to keep doing this, as this will hold you in good stead as you work through life's challenges. The qualities you have exhibited at SFC can only mean one thing, that you will be successful. Gratitude. Always have gratitude. Think about the good things that are happening in your life, even more importantly on the bad days. And remember, it's not what stands in front of you, it's who stands beside you. Always use the people around to help you and enjoy life with. Good luck, Year 12. I look forward to catching up with you and your parents at the graduation and well into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. They were very kind, thoughtful words there. We now divert from our current Year 12s to our future Year 12s. I'll call on Mr. Brendan Gretz, the year leader for next year, and he'll do the announcement of the 2021 student leader.
Good morning, Mr. Spina, staff and students, and all students, staff, parents and guests watching us via our live stream. Firstly, my sincere congratulations to every student who participated in our Indifferent Leadership program for 2020. I've seen great growth, community spirit, and adaptability in each and every one of these 27 students who sit before me today. Our school is in good hands. For those of you who miss out on a badge today, you're all great leaders, and I know that you'll be of great support to the 12 students who are announced as members of our leadership team today. You will play a significant role in our school community, and you are a pivotal part of leadership. So today it's my privilege to announce the college leadership team made up of school captains, boarding captains, and 8 other esteemed leaders. I'll now call upon this year's leaders to pass on their blazers to the incoming leaders. And so I call upon Bryn Francis to please remove his blazer and hand it to the new college captain, Aaron Sandrell. Seems Aaron's a size larger than Bryn. Well done, Aaron. I call upon Laura Ionelli to remove her blazer and hand it to new college captain, Isabella Smith. I call upon Archie Triggs to remove his blazer and hand it to new boarding captain, Hayden Cooper. I call upon Abby Favell to remove her blazer and hand it to new boarding captain, Lainey Alexander. I call upon Leah Dorr to remove her blazer and hand it to new leader, India Lehman. I call upon Josh Thomas to remove his blazer and hand it to new leader, Abby Thomas. Might be a bit tight on that. I call upon Shinadu Ihirulam to remove his blazer and hand it to new leader Dennis Singh. I call upon Katie Doyle to remove her blazer and hand it to new leader Matilda Forward. I call upon Imogen Wilkes-Bowes to remove her blazer and hand it to new leader Ruby Henley. I call upon Salvatore Aloisi to remove his blazer and hand it to new leader Jay Tang. I call upon Molly Dale to remove her blazer and hand it to new leader Janiana Ravu. And I call upon Laura Johnston to remove her blazer and hand it to new leader Maria Tynan. Please join me in again congratulating our newly elected college leadership team.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gretz. And like I said, congratulations to the new team and the outgoing team. That is a wonderful tradition to hand over like that. And I thought the hand sanitising before the hug was great as well. So now we'll have our multimedia presentation. Sorry to the whole team, but I know Sarah Rowe had a fair bit to do with that, so But I assume that we will now leave the stage to watch that.
There's 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Discovering something that doesn't exist or giving a monkey a shower. Surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots, or locating Frankenstein's brain. It's over here! Finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving our sister insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall. Come on, Barry! So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all.
Spina, you two will make another video.
Here at St. Francis College, we have many amazing subjects to offer for our Year 12 students, which open a plethora of options for their future. Our CAFS line is a perfect example of all the great subjects available for students to help them set up foundations for the next chapter of their lives. Our Year 12 students pride themselves on being studious, responsible, hardworking, and faithful. Well, except the CAFS line.
Presenting Her Royal Highness Supreme Leader Laura Anelli.
One more!
Okay, so today, can you take out your maps and be colouring in the global distribution of population? So everyone's got their coloured pencils out, you've got your map in front of you. Yep, that looks fantastic.
I'm running a little bit late.
Doing essays, so I really prefer that you didn't disturb them. They're very hardworking.
Okay.
Nice for a change.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Oh, wait. What are we doing? Don't say wait.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your mental joy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You have a good feel. You can do whatever you feel. I've been shaking, I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibitions, baby.
Who farted? Yeah, who farted? I've got the cheese. I've got pig. I've got the apple. I've got the bone. I've got the fish. I've got the worms. I've got more cookies. I've got the herbs. I've got the chemistry notes. I've got the bird. I've got the food. I've got chef bring the dish now.
I'm gonna fail this exam. Let's have more time to study. That's a positive, I guess. Protein synthesis.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Thanks. I can't even put one on.
Yeah, I got a 6. No. I'm right. Let's just show my legs.
Next week on Survivor St. Francis Handball.
I put my body on the line. My body on the line.
And like, I always get out in the first square.
I hate when the girls play.
It's just not fair.
Yeah, I'm just sick of Cooper.
I just don't want to be out. It's unfair.
So, Miss Drew, who is your least favourite Year 12 student?
But any child that starts a question with wait.
My favourite, least favourite student would be Gabby.
He's out in Chilco. He's a complete nutter, immature ratbag.
Yeah.
He calls me names like Mr. Freeze and Frosty.
Who was your Year 7 crush?
I'll probably have to say Macy Hine.
Leodore, yeah. Have to be Leo.
Definitely Luke Argus. Finally got the courage to tell him, texted it to him, then he went around the boarding house and showed all the boys.
Probably Michaela Jones. No further comment.
Mark Tyson. So Arch, when Sully sang at retreat last year, how did it make you feel?
So I wanted to get out of there pretty quick.
Oh, it didn't make me feel $1,000,000.
It made me consider getting a job so I could pay for his singing lessons.
Oh, he probably should have stopped before he started.
I feel a bit annoyed that he doesn't come and help me sing at Mass.
I didn't think we were ever going to bring that up again.
Who has broken your heart before?
Michaela Jones. No further comment.
Mark Tyson.
Definitely Jake McGregor when you started dating Molly Cale.
Mr. Norell, when you left me in Year 10,
Who will be the next Prime Minister from our year?
Argus, perhaps.
Luke, how do we feel about that, Luke?
Let's go. Yeah, so definitely Connor Bloomfield.
Payne Cooper Steele comes to mind.
Creasy babes all the way.
I think Salvo.
He scares me. Salvatore Aloisi, because he scares me.
Not Bryn. Not Bryn.
Mark.
Oh, definitely Mark Tyson.
Riley Belling, 2K21.
Riley Belling. Oh, Riley Belling. He always smiles and he always talks.
So Riley Belling, definitely.
Luke, what do you think of the class of 2020?
Well, I'm glad only 6 of you did design and technology.
If I was in Year 12, this would be the year group that I'd like to be.
There's a fight.
Guys, it's fun, let's go! There's a fight! There's a fight! Guys, there's a fight!
Jimmy, there's a fight. Honey?
Only walking through your neighborhood, saw you out on honey in the cold. I stood anywhere I go, there you are. Everything is fine.
Go! Go!
Next to mine, you're the fire and the flood. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. So you want me, that is that, and I'm just a dead man. So you want me, back in your life. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it.
And everybody's singing la 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 la. Another.
City's cold and empty.
To the beat.
Those were the best days of my life.
Boom, boom. What? Seashells, seashells, what a seesaw.
Started out with a kid shouting it and a podcast. It was only a kiss, now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab while he's having a
Come on, guys, we gotta go. Go, go, go.
Make it sick, and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Away we go. I just can't run. It's killing me. Taking control.
Well, that was outstanding. Magnificent memories there. I think you should give the team that put that together and yourselves a big clap. Okay, I'm now going to ask Mr. Sullivan again to come up on stage, and he will do the final roll call for the 2020 Year 12s.
Yeah, can I get Mrs. Crease to come up on stage, please? Can I get the following Champagne students to come up, please? Luke Argus. Xavier Cadoran. Molly Cattle. Hannah Clark. Caitlin Clifford. Jess Conlon. Mitch Cooper. Molly Dale. Abby Favell. Tom Gill. Carla Gooden. Sarah Graham. Laura Ornelli. Jake Jewell. Archie Malamase. Emily Omani. Jimmy Palmer. Nikita Piramali. Nicola Richards. Jack Rook. Mia Stockwell. Jamie Taylor. Julian Werner. Can also invite Henschke Pack teacher, Mr. Pat Handsaker to the stage, please. Mrs. Crease just like to say that she's had these guys since year 7, so she's pretty emotional at the moment. So thanks, Mrs. Crease, for your support for that group of kids or students. Salvatore Aloisi. Kieran Andriata. Connor Bloomfield. Stacey Cameron. Mary Coelho. Sam Feely. Jono Foster. Bryn Francis. Jim Griffin. Harrison Grintle. Sophie Hillary. Chinadu Ihurarulam. Laura Johnston. Emirates Kaur. Christian Makovic. Hannah O'Dwyer. Georgie Quaid. Julia Rizzo. Josh Thomas. Sean Walsh. Ashley Williams. Can I please also call upon Luke Matthews, Year 12 Lacey Pack teacher. Even get an applause, Mr. Matthews. Monique Andrietta, who can't be here today. Sam Bellardo. Riley Belling. Eliza Bircham. Shakaya Burns. Cross Carlo. Nathan Sissia. Leah Dorr. Luke Kumara. Gabby Forrest. Luke Foster. Michaela Jones. Libby Kelly. Eilish Morden. Jack Murphy. Gabby Omani. Alec Passan. Max Rosado, who can't be here today. Sarah Rowe. Isabella Salvestro. Cooper Steele. Alana Vaness. Can also please invite Mrs. Amanda List to the stage, Year 12 tennis and pack teacher. Kate Belaz. Jason Burke. Darian Corson. Leanne Cristofaro. Jai Doyle. Katie Doyle. Bonnie Farrell. Sam Blood. Ryan Howden. Ben Harlan. Savannah Lloyd. Ali Milne. Brody Newman. Jordan Pastro. Christine Pesquera. Isabel Panariro. Harry Rudd. Archie Triggs. Mark Tyson. Shelby Van Buren. Imogen Wilkes Bowes. Last but not least, Violet Ray.
Thank you. Turn me off. Okay, that concludes our assembly. Personally, I'd like to congratulate the Year 12. You're a wonderful bunch. Showed great resilience throughout the year, and I wish you all the best for your future. Thanks, Coop. And all I've got left is the James Sullivan inspired Mr. Brightside, and you walk out. No, we won't let him sing. As soon as Mel hits it, we're good to go.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. And I'm going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. I just can't look, it's killing me. And taking control. Jealousy, turning snakes into the sea, swimming through single light, choking on
you.